The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
You heard of Reb Shmuel Birnbaum. He's the former Rosh Yeshiva of the Mir Yeshiva here on Ocean Parkway. And he's a great rabbi. He came over from Europe. I don't remember the year. They traveled, the Mir Yeshiva traveled, Shanghai and things like that. Anyhow, in one of their travels, the whole yeshiva was on a boat. This Rabbi Shmuel Birnbaum, not a rabbi at the time, he's a Shmuel, learning, maybe he's 20 years old. He's learning with a chabruta, with a partner on the deck of the boat. And in the middle of his learning, the captain of the boat gets on the loudspeaker and says, there is right now, currently, a once in 80-year eclipse. Only once every 80 years does this eclipse happen. Anyone who wants to see it needs to come onto the deck right now to see this eclipse, because the next time you're going to see it is 80 years from now. So, all of a sudden there's a lot of commotion on the deck. People coming, people running, people going. So this Shmuel Birnbaum turns to his chavruta and he says, what's going on? He says, the captain just made an announcement that there's a crazy eclipse once in 80 years. So Shmuel Birnbaum says, wow, so let's keep going. He said, what do you mean let's keep learning? I just told you once an 80-year opportunity to see the eclipse. What do you mean let's keep learning? Let's go see it. He says, no. I right now have a once an 80-year opportunity to show Hashem how much I appreciate His Torah. I'm not going to lose that chance. At that moment, saying no is what made the Torah so much more powerful. When you're just doing it because you have nothing else to do, it's nice, but it doesn't really define you. It defines you when you say no to something. And when we're raising children and we're creating a family, it has to be embedded to them. In them, there are things that we say no to. There are devices we don't have. There are things we don't use. There are places we don't go. There are ways that we don't celebrate. There are clothing we don't wear. There's food we don't eat. There's no. And when no is embedded in them, that's when they know what their limits are. That's when they know what your expectations are. But if all around you, everything we're doing is saying, yes, you can treat me this way, you can say whatever you want, I can say whatever I want, I can see whatever I want, I have access to whatever I want. If yes is everywhere, then you're nothing. And in essence, what's happened to American society is simply this. Everything's a yes. Everything's a yes.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org